Callum Hudson-Odoi rejects an England call-up and then gets caught partying at his birthday, and you already know what's going to happen. Antonio Rudiger apparently has 1 foot out of the door, and Emile Smith-Rowe apparently is better than Mason Mount. 3 stories, let's get it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, peeps. Today's video is going to be an insightful one, a quick update. I know you miss your football. It's the international break. No one likes the international break. But we've got 3 major stories for you guys today. Twitter's in meltdown. Antonio Rudiger looks like won't be signing the deal. A Chelsea insider, Matt Law, openly discusses what's the paramedics and what's happening there. Andreas Christensen update, and I'll tell you why we shouldn't be panicking. Number 2, Callum Hudson-Odoi caught partying, my views on that, and why I think a lot of people are overreacting, but at the same time, Callum needs to be careful. Number 3, Emile Smith-Rowe Chelsea REJECT, apparently. Yeah, a Chelsea reject, according to Reece James. He didn't say it in those words, but yeah, we're going to talk about that story. And is he actually better than Mason Mount? I don't think so, but we're going to discuss it. But you already know the deal. Hit that like button. We're aiming for 200 likes on this video. Comment in the comments below. Do you think Hudson-Odoi is allowed to party like that? Do you think pictures should be getting leaked? And do you think it's unprofessional of him? Personally, you guys will find out my views, and a lot of you will be surprised by my views, by the way. But let's get on with the video. So we're going to start with the Callum Hudson-Odoi one, because I think it's the most interesting one, and it's the one that's going to engage the most people. Number 1, Callum Hudson-Odoi is allowed to celebrate his birthday. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi is young, and at that young age, especially when you have money, I can imagine you want to throw a massive birthday party and celebrate like every single person. I do it every year. I don't have money, so I can only imagine what would happen when someone that has a lot of money, how they will celebrate it. Was it a little bit extravagant? None of our business. It's none of our business how he celebrates his birthday. The only problem that I think the media will have, and I'm trying to look at it from another perspective, okay? Because it's very easy for me to come here, blow this story under the carpet and say this is nonsense. But I'm gonna look at it from the FA's perspective, Gareth Southgate's perspective, and more importantly, the media's perspective. They're gonna be looking at it from this. They're gonna say, Callum Hudson-Odoi rejects England under 21s, because he says he wants to focus on his game with Chelsea. Less than 48 hours later, Callum Hudson-Odoi is caught topless in a club, turning it up, throwing gang signs. What does that tell you? It tells you, one, that he's very silly, because, bruv, stop letting men and girls have phones at your parties. It's as simple as this. You want to come in, put the phone in the box. At the end of the night, you get your phone back. It's as simple as that. Yet, people don't want to do this, and it's frustrating, because I understand people want to record and snap. This is the nature, but you don't want to get caught, because now you've got a little predicament on your hand. And I'm not talking about a redhead, and now you have a little situation, and I'm not talking about a blondie, the way Specs Gonzalez would say. I'm talking about all of a sudden it looks like you rejected the England call-up to go celebrate your birthday and turn up. It's not a good light. And the problem is, Callum Hudson-Odoi is a brand, and people don't want to accept that. He needs to sort out the people around him. Don't keep people around you that leak your videos like this. Pictures like this should not be coming out into the day of light. They should not see the surface of light. But they have. We just have to move it under the carpet and keep it stepping. Story number 2, and this is the Antonio Rudiger one. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm kind of tired of talking about this one, because I feel like a lot of people don't want to understand why Chelsea are doing what they're doing. I think there's a common narrative right now that Chelsea are cheap. Chelsea don't want to pay Antonio Rudiger, and Chelsea think they are too good to pay Antonio Rudiger. There's 2 schools of thought. Rudiger's allowed to ask for whatever he wants. The last 12 months of his performances have been phenomenal. He's been an outstanding defender, he's been on point, and he's been on job. Every single time he's been playing, the mistakes have been to a minimal. Arguably the best centre-half Chelsea have had. The only problem is, this is not even a calendar year worth of sample size. Prior to that, every Tom, Dick, Harry, everyone wanted to sell him. Every brother wanted to sell Rudiger, and that's the truth. I think a lot of people want to ignore that. Before January 2020, a lot of people, 2021, sorry, people wanted to sell him. And now people are willing to give him a contract somewhere between 250,000 to 400k. And it doesn't make sense to me, because I understand what Chelsea are thinking. He turns 29 now. He turns 29 in March. After that, you're going to give him a 5-year deal, 4.5-year deal. Yeah, you are going to give him that deal. And you're paying Rudiger at the age of 32, 33, and 34 a lot of money. And is he going to be the same player? Considering how dependent he is on his physical attributes and his aggressiveness is his main attribute. Rudiger is the enforcer in the defense. He's not Thiago Silva. He's not Azpilicueta. He doesn't rely on his positional awareness and then get stuck in. He's a very, I will clamp you right now defender. He's excellent on the ball as well. So what he brings is the opportunity cost of using that money going for a younger talent. With resale value, the better opportunity. Is Rudiger in 5 years going to be better than what you could potentially invest into a Trevor Chalobah, or maybe a Jules Koundé, or maybe a Jonathan Tah? Whoever you go into, I'm just throwing names out there. But you have to look at it from that perspective. And then the second perspective you need to look at it is, Matt Law said, Chelsea have a structure. They're not going to smash it. Rudiger's not the one they're going to smash it. And I fully understand this, I respect it. But Chelsea have a buyback on Mark Guehi, and there's 22 million. Chelsea have that buyback clause that they can activate and bring him back in 2 years' time. Then Chelsea also have Liam Colwell, or whatever his name is, the Coventry. Apparently, he's doing very well there, and he's balling out, or Huddersfield. The kid in the championship. I haven't seen anything of him, but everything I'm reading, he looks very good. And then there's the Fikayo Tomori saga. Chelsea could actively go and get back Fikayo Tomori, and all of a sudden, you're happy. But at Chelsea, Abramovich runs the ship on a meritocracy basis. And 3 things come into account. Number 1, longevity. Number 2, success. And number 3, how were you when things were down? How were you when the chips were down? So the likelihood is Aspi, Christensen are getting, and Thiago Silva will be getting new deal. Rudiger, I don't think they will cave and give him the money he's asking for. I don't think so, and I don't blame them for it either. I think if he gets a better offer, he needs to move on. But I think if Chelsea get an offer they don't want to match, peeps, move on, 100%. I don't think Rudiger is a hill worth dying on. And finally now, last but not least, we're going to talk about the Emile Smith-Rowe saga. Look, Emile Smith-Rowe is a baller, right? Arsenal Football Club have a phenomenal footballer on their hands. I think he's a very good player. I don't think he's going to be world class, but I think he's got good attributes, very good dribble of the ball, key and incisive passing. He's starting to add some goals into his game, even though I think a lot of them are very jammy goals, where keepers are pushing it in their own net, or where it's goals that he should be scoring. They're not individualistic goals. He's just coming on the end of things. Personally, is he better than Mason Mount? I don't think so. And now it's come out that he was rejected by Chelsea. He was in Chelsea's academy. Reece James confirmed that. And they didn't sign him after a trial. They didn't sign him. They didn't think he was good enough. I don't know about this, I think a lot of people are going to be saying, running agendas, oh, listen, he ain't good enough. Conor Gallagher kept him out. Billy Gilmore kept him out. Mason Mount kept him out. I love it. I will play along with those agendas. But he's a phenomenal player. And I think we need to stop doing this as a fan base. Like comparing our ballers against other people's ballers. Because our ballers are European champions. It's not every day you get European champions on the plate, right? He is a good player. But is he going to have a long English national team career? I doubt it. I really do. I think there's so many players ahead of him at this moment in time in the pecking order that it's going to be nice to see what happens. But congratulations to him. I hope he's successful. I really do, because I like the England national team. They frustrate me. I don't like the fans. I really don't like the English fans. And it was notified why I don't like them. But I think it's important that we defend our own boys. And I do. I think Mount, Gilmore, Gallagher, I don't think they're any worse than him. And I think all these narratives pushed by Arsenal, they're just jealous. That's exactly what it is. Otherwise, peeps, this is the news. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and give me your perspectives, right? So there's 3 stories. I need to hear your perspectives. So number 1, is Hudson-Odoi correct for partying so extravagantly and having these photos leaked? Is it a big deal? Number 2, is Antonio Rudiger worthy of a contract up to 250k or higher? Would you be giving it to him? Please bear in mind the longevity. Number 3, the one and only Emile Smith-Rowe. Is he better than Gallagher, Billy, or Mason? Key thoughts. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Peace out, I'm out.